Well, guys, I got to tell you that was a really satisfying win. It's one that has kind of been sticking in our craw for a year now. You know, based on what happened a year ago against these guys, and felt our guys came out with the right attitude, got off to a fast start. We did some really good things, I thought, defensively, trying to create, you know, some one-dimensional play out of them. We wanted to stop the run a little bit and then have a chance to affect the passer in the pocket, and I thought for the most part we did a pretty good job of that. Guys got after him pretty good, you know, that way. You know, offensively, we knew we could maybe get some shots on these guys, and you know what, Rashard Higgins showed you know, some explosive playmaking ability that we knew he had in him. So you know, injury-wise, looked like we might have got beat up a little bit late. We just cautiously there on Garrett, you know, when he took that last shot, kind of down there, just that was enough. And then D got the wind knocked out of him pretty good. They're still looking at him, but you know, other than that, you know what? That was a very satisfying win. Win that you know, we're getting better as a football team, and we're starting to create an identity for ourselves, and I think that that's important as we establish this program and for years to come. And these guys are fighting and doing a heck of a job.
It's a big part of your good feeling that you guys came off that Boston College win and actually had maybe your fastest start yet, as opposed to maybe the letdown you might have feared? You know,
and you know that, I mean, the letdown I really wasn't worried about. I was more worried about making sure that we just took care of our business this week, and we did. You know, it was a great crowd out there, guys. It was a sea of orange. You know, it was great to see people come out and support these guys, and that means a lot.
What did that fast start mean to you, though? Just the fact that you guys came out and really,
well,
because that's been a big concern.
No, really not. I mean, it's what we're supposed to do. You know, I mean, it's a concern to you. It's not a concern to me. I mean, I don't know. You make a big deal about it. We got two games. We have 3 and out. But you know what? We won the game. You know, with the one we didn't, what happened? So, you know, we did what we were supposed to do, and you know, there again, it wasn't great because we had to. Garrett had to scramble on a 3rd down, you know, to make it happen. So. But at the same time, you know, that's what we expect. That's got to be who we are and what we're all about, and we've got to do a better job of working the first 8 next week.
Jim, you did talk about how you were able to kind of key on their passing game. They came in with a pretty potent attack, but your pass rush seemed to really tee off today and improve. You know,
it did. And you know what I like too is, for the most part, we held our pass rush lanes. We weren't getting way upfield. We were, you know, going speed to bowl and forcing that pocket to collapse, and which really makes that quarterback uncomfortable. And I thought those guys did a really good job of that. And you know, I can't say enough, man. That was fun. You know, that was a lot of fun, and it was good to kind of get that one over early. We were able to play a bunch of guys in the game, and you know, that makes you happy as a coach.
On top of that, though, Joe Kowalik had a really good game last week, probably even better this week.
Backed it up.
What are you seeing in him that's really kind of setting him off to become that player you guys?
You know what he's doing? He's playing with much better pad level. You know, and you know, it's always interesting. You know, you want to recruit these tall, long guys and tell them to play short, right? I never figured that out. But no, he's playing with great leverage and discipline. And that's the key. I think the one thing you see when you turn on the film with Joe, when we talk about do your job, the guy does his job. And some of those things he's forcing back in, you know, to other people. And so there's a lot of things there. Again, he's really developing into a really good football player.
Garrett's play this week, given that he was banged up, when did you know he could play, and how do you think?
Well, we knew he could play, you know, on Wednesday. It was a matter of, you know, we're going to have you count pitch counts next week. But at the same time, you know, you could tell that first throw wasn't, you know, just a little outside. Quote one of the famous movies of all time. And yet I thought he settled in pretty good, threw a couple strikes, you know, in that mid-range to deep ball to Rashard. So, you know, that was good to see. His decisions were good. I thought the timing on the one to Charles on the 3rd down in the second half showed me he's fine, because he set his foot and threw it exactly where it was supposed to. So, you know, he's going to be sore. You know, it's that part of the time of the year. Guys are going to be sore when you come up. If you're not, you probably didn't play real hard. So, you know, we've got to do a good job of getting those guys back and yet practicing at the tempo that we practice.
Richard's obviously proven he can be a deep threat, but is the part that you liked about his game the fact that he can take that short to intermediate pass and actually get out a big play?
And finish. You know, I mean, there's so often, you know, you maybe get some chunks, but, you know, then it's like, you know, have to put in your goal line or something, you know, and it's just so nice to see you have a guy, and he's not the only one on our roster that can finish. You know, we've got to get the ball in some of those other guys' hands too, but you know, at the same time, explosive plays are something that help you win ball games, and let's not discount those turnovers. We got those interceptions. You know, that was huge by our guys. So you know, there were some really good things from this game, good things to learn about. And you know, feel good about. Guys were whatever for and whatever, and you know, that's good feeling. And these guys are playing their tails off.
How good was that to see you came in with just 2 turnovers graded? You had 2 interceptions in the first half.
Right. That was big. That, I'm telling you, it was big. And I was happy for those secondary guys, because you know, so often sometimes they plank off their chests or whatever, and to see a finish, it was good.
How about DeHart's continued play and going without Trace Jones?
Oh, Trace, I missed it. You know, he practiced Wednesday. He got dinged up with his leg in that BC game. Finished out. Actually, on Thursday, he went Wednesday, Thursday, took some limited reps. Didn't feel real comfortable with it, so game time decision today, came out, warmed up, just said, you know, I'm not sure it feels right. So, like, as you guys know, man, I'll never put anybody out there that's not ready to roll. So, you know, J.O. came in, got an explosive run for us. I thought did a good job there as well. And, you know what, there was really good blocking downfield. Let's not discount that either on some of those long runs.
And D.
And D. What about
D's play?
Oh, and D's play? He did what he was supposed to do. I got to get the guy to finish. You know, I'm telling you that foot race we're going to have, that's going to be a dandy. So, no, I tell you, he's a good football player, and I'm glad that he's playing for the Rangers.
You're 12-5 since the last time you played these guys. How do you feel about the momentum of the program and where the program stands now? You addressed
Yeah, we're moving in the direction that we want this organization to go, and that's everybody around it. You know, let's credit this coaching staff for staying together and you know, really instilling what it is you know, for these guys as well. Terry, we're a long ways from where we expect to be, and yet I'm not going to downplay the fact we've gotten here probably a little faster than I anticipated. I'll be straight honest with you based on what it was, and a lot of that, and the biggest part of that is how our guys think and the way they approach every day, and it's just they're starting to get it, and yet we've got a long ways to go.
Ron Thompson got carries late in the game. Does that say anything about your injury situation or concerns at running back, or was it just time?
No, he's that guy that's been in that hole, you know, in that cleanup hole, for lack of a better term. We wanted to see what he could do a little bit. And I don't know if he might have even got dinged up. I hate to say it, but he might have there on the second carry. But at the same time, we'll see. And he's a guy that gives us that juice as well.
Is he somebody, now that you're going to use him moving forward, or you have to use him, is he going to play a lot on special teams as well? Or?
You know, we'll fit that in. He's been a backup on everything. He's traveled with us. You know, we just felt it was an opportunity to get him in the game.
You're really gashing with the run game early. How much did that kind of open up things for Higgins in the big game that he had?
Well, the play action game was huge, no doubt about it. And we were hoping we'd get a little bit out of their safety, you know, on the play action and get Richard over the top. And it happened a couple times, and then late in the game, they rolled to a middle closed, and you know, Nick predetermined he was going to bang it to the post. You know, it was, so that'll give me something to get after his little tale about, you know, come film session. If he just throws it to the smash side where we had it, it would have been good. But that was something that we planned coming in, and I felt anytime you can establish a run, you got an opportunity to be successful offensively.
Richard's never lacked for confidence. He's been a diva before and since, but is he starting to back it up?
A little bit. He's not there yet. I slapped him upside the head a little bit when we got in that locker room and said, this is the expectation, and now let's do it 100% every day. So, guys, I can't tell you how happy I am he's around. Okay, thanks.